Happy Friday! I'm back. I'm Jeff Mott. This is the Mottman Prophecies, and I'm going to do some more Mortal Kombat streaming. Now, this may be, I might make this one of the last Mortal Kombat streams for a little while. Probably move on to something else for the streaming part of what I do here pretty soon. Might go back to some Hearthstone. You might be able to watch me beat my wife at Hearthstone. Trying to figure that out, get that whole thing set up. But for now, we're going to jump back in to some Mortal Kombat. I am still going through the classic towers, trying to unlock all of the character-specific endings. I'm probably over about halfway there. And then maybe we'll do some of the Living Towers or Faction War stuff. So, let's hop in here. Let's waste no time. Okay, traditional towers. Now the last character, I did the ones that I liked right up front, and then I'm sort of going through alphabetically of the ones that I haven't finished yet. So right now I am on Kenshi, was my last one. So yeah, let's go with basic Kenshi. I don't really like the Samurai Kenshi guy too much. Have not actually played really with Kenshi at all. I don't remember if you actually play with him in the story. If so, then I must have played with him then, but I don't think you do. I could be wrong. Let's see. Let's go with Kenjutsu. Pretty cool name for it, I guess. Alright, so, as I mentioned before, this is the classic tower. You basically go through, it's like 10 fights. It's always the last two are always Goro, and then the hell is next? Shinnok, and then corrupted Shinnok. After you beat him initially, and then you get a character ending. Some of them are wacky, some of them are just kind of meh, whatever. But it's one of the just cool little extra things that they have in there for people who want to unlock that and see all the different stuff that they've made for this game. And you also usually will unlock like a different costume or something like that along the way as well. So let me just take a quick look at his combos. A lot of XXB, YXX. Okay. Not too bad. What are his brutalities? In the first round with a throw, final hit must come from a throw. Okay, that's doable. I am Kenjutsu, so connect 5 telepushes. Must be jumped distance away. Final hit must come from the telepush or teleblast. Okay, we will try to pull off some brutalities along the way. And yeah, so let's get right down to it. Yeah. Yeah, so I always think of Kenshi as a character who is a real bitch and a half to play against. He has a lot of really good combos. He is like the perfect character for keeping his opponents at a distance. Like, he can be really damn annoying if you don't know what you're doing against him. Yeah. Die. Oh, God. Yeah, and I also remember Kenshi, he was kind of like a... Initially, I want to say he was sort of like a stand-in for Ermac. Like, I think from what I remember, the initial version of Kenshi, the first game he was in, he was very similar to Ermac. He had like the, sort of like, telekinetic lift and slam and that kind of stuff. And that's cool. But over time, because they brought Ermac back into those games, they really did a good job of kind of making him his own unique character. A lot of his own moves, he still has definitely some similarities to Ermac. They both have telekinesis-based moves and that whole deal. But overall, he is actually pretty significantly different. Alright, so what was his brutality again? Okay, I don't think I've connected with 5 of those, so I'm not going to be able to pull that off. And his other one was, yeah, I did not do the throw. So we will just go for a regular old fatality here. So mid... Forward, down, back, up. Oh, God. Okay, there we go. Thought I wasn't going to get it. That's pretty gross. I do really enjoy the return of rib cages to Mortal Kombat games. Like, that was one of the funny things about, like, you know, 3 with the brutalities where you just blow somebody up and it would be like, they'd have like 4 rib cages and 3 skulls and that kind of stuff. Okay, I have no idea what this is. Assassin battle. I've never seen this before. It looks like maybe this has something to do with the invasion stuff, like, which is part of their... Huh. Part of their whole online thing.
Shinnok let you off leash?
Indeed. I feel my bite.
Where they'll basically be like, okay, it's, you know, there's an invasion going on. You can... There are all sorts of different challenges that you have to do to basically earn points for your faction. Oh, God. Okay, there's that. Okay, oh God. Nope. Die, asshole. Ow. Okay, so that's like a stun. Seems like that would probably be pretty good for setting up combos. The enhanced version of that move. Sorry, I'm still not getting a real good feel for all of his specials just yet. I tend to have to look at the move list a few times before I really start to remember exactly what the guy has. Oh, shit. Ow, ow. Okay, ow. Ouch. It's not very nice. God damn it. Sorry, I need to look at his combos one more time. So YXX, YXY. Okay. Ah, damn it. Alright, there's that. And up in the air. Okay, and... see if we can do this one. Back, forward, back, back from far away. Come on. Back, forward, back. I was doing it. I swear to God I was doing it. Back, forward, back, back from far away. Oh, well. Oh, shit. Usually the fatalities aren't too tough to pull off. You know, are pretty consistent, but I have had some trouble where it's like, I know I'm doing the thing, but it's just not coming out. But at the same time, that's, you know, probably me.
Assassin defeated.
Yeah, you have defeated the Netherrealm Assassin, so awarded 50 coins. Yeah, so this is definitely a part of their invasion thing that they do. Yeah, that's interesting. That's kind of cool that it actually affected like a single-player mode. And it was also optional because I could have said no, that I don't want to do that. So that's kind of cool. I haven't seen that. I also discovered that there are war towers, which are, you know, different versions of like challenge tower stuff.
We serve a higher purpose.
And those can be also, you know, pretty cool to do. You know, it's a lot of times there'll be like stipulations and that kind of stuff. Also, as the, you know, there are the faction war going on, and then every week there's a winning faction, and they get bonuses and all that kind of stuff. And then part of that is that they do a challenge tower thing, from what I understand. Like, I'm not on the winning faction. I'm White Lotus, and Lin Kuei kind of dominated shit. It seems like they have way more people than everybody else right now, which I hope they fix that. But for the time being, like, you know, they won pretty handily. And anyway, they go ahead and they start, like, I guess, doing fights to build this challenge tower. And then all of the other factions, they take it on. And you have to kind of, you know, get through all of these fights, and you earn war points to, you know, I don't know exactly what all of that unlocks. You know, this is obviously, the game is still pretty new. And so this was, like, the first time that there has been a winner of the faction war. And so it's still kind of up in the air. I don't think a lot of people know exactly how all of that stuff is going to play out. Or at least I certainly don't. You know, I've been looking into it a little bit here and there. You know, but NetherRealm is also, you know, pretty renowned for their, you know, keeping the lid on things until they're ready to talk about stuff, or just, you know, not talking about it at all, and just letting the community eventually figure it all out. Okay, so I gotta remember the next fight to try and do the, either push 5 times, or end both rounds with a throw. Ouch. Okay. Back, forward, back, back. Okay, there we go. So that time it came out first try. I don't know what I was doing wrong the last time. You know what you're gonna do. So what we're gonna do is watch her get her face sliced off. And chopped into bits. Awesome.
Kenshi wins. Fatality.
Yeah, Kenshi is definitely, I feel like, probably, and I think most people would agree, like the main standout character from the PS2, Xbox era of games like the Deadly Alliance, Deception, and Armageddon. Kenshi is the one who's really kind of stood out from that and kind of been brought into the newer games. There were a few that I really liked. I mean, I liked Kira from Deception. I thought Cobra's fighting style was cool, even though he was super generic.
Sonya, can I trust you?
Apparently not.
Boraicho is also one that was definitely kind of a standout. People remember Boraicho, but maybe not for the best reasons. Like, he was kind of a comedy character. A lot of his attacks were like farting and puking on people. Which is, hey, that can be a good time, I suppose, but not really, not really a really cool character. It's kind of more what you want out of like a Mortal Kombat character if you're going to be playing. Damn it. Piss off. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. That's what I've been trying to do. Shit. Oh wait, okay, she's still alive. I'm gonna try to throw it. Okay. Alright, I got to throw that time. And then if I can end this round with another throw, that should be a brutality. I'm also gonna try to hit her with that forward Y thing, so I can try to do that as well. Yeah. Kick in the face. Yeah, I always have trouble against the characters who have like the telekinetic powers where they do sort of what are basically like projectiles. Okay, shit. That was awesome.
My blade, thanks you.
Her legs came off. That was pretty cool. But I've always had problems against like the telekinetic characters like Kenshi or Ermac where they have specials that are basically like projectiles but you can't see them. Like, it always throws me off and I always, screw up and don't block against them even though I see it coming because I don't actually see the projectile going across screen. It always gets me. Like, it's a real problem for me that I've never been able to really overcome consistently. So whenever I wind up in a match against like an Ermac or a Kenshi, I'm always like, ah, shit, this is probably not going to go well.
I can't believe you'd hit a girl.
We're merely training.
Wow. And I thought your son was gullible.
Round fight.
That is another cool thing about going through these classic towers is, I get to see a lot of the little unique dialogue for characters that I don't ever really use and so otherwise would probably not see too often. Like I made it through the classic tower with Ferrator, which was a real bitch for me just because I hate brawler, slower type characters. Like, I just don't do well with them. I prefer characters that are a bit quicker than that. So it was cool to, go through that because I'm trying to unlock these endings things. And to, be able to actually see all of the cool stuff that they've written for that.
My blade, thanks you.
And I'm going to check to make sure that it's have to be the enhanced version. Okay, so it can be the enhanced or unenhanced. So I'm going to try to do the other brutality that I can do with this character right now. Okay, that's at least 3. That's 4. I'm sure I've already hit her with the 5th. Let's just... Okay, there we go. Okay, so if I can end the fight with that move, that should be the other brutality. Bam! Throw it. Oops. Ah, my nuts. It's not a very nice thing to do. Oh, wait. I had to be... I felt like I was jump distance. That sucks. Oh, well. Okay, back, forward, back, back. There we go. Huh. I don't know. Maybe she was coming in, I think, and maybe I was a little too close. It's a real shame. Should have had that one. Oh well, I got a few more. I got, well, a bunch more fights in this tower, so we'll have more chances. And I think I mentioned it on one of my previous streams, but it is, if you can, it is kind of best to try and go for the brutalities when you can, because you get scored at the end of the towers, and the brutalities are worth the most in terms of, you know, the things for finishing people. Like there are, I think, like fatalities are worth 50,000 points. Faction kills are only worth 25.
My warrior ancestors.
I probably killed some of them.
And brutalities are worth 75,000. So doing brutalities can actually make up for if you messed up and didn't execute like a finisher for one of your fights. It can help make up that ground and just give you just an overall a higher score. And as we all know, the higher the score, more coins and shit you get. And you really do need it for this game. Like, there is so much stuff in the crypt to unlock, and it just feels like everything is a bit more expensive than it was, like an MK9. So it really is kind of a grind. I mean, there's plenty of stuff in the game to do to earn coins, so it's still a lot of fun. But it's definitely, it definitely feels like they intentionally made it take a whole lot longer to unlock everything in the crypt. You know, which is fine. Like, I appreciate that. It gives me a reason to keep playing. It's something that I can strive for. Like, oh, well, I've still got to unlock this and that. I've still got so much of the crypt to go through. But then at the same time, you know, they're also selling that, oh shit, that DLC thing where it's like 20 bucks and you can automatically unlock the entire crypt. And when you know, designers do shit like that, it just makes you question, like, okay, well, did they only make this ramp so much longer so that people would feel compelled to buy that when they shouldn't? So, it's a little sketchy, arguably at least. Yeah, shit, I didn't get it. Oh well. Forward, down, back, up. That looks unpleasant.
Kenshi wins. Fatality.
Probably not anatomically correct. Like, I don't know what the hell those veins or whatever were exactly supposed to be attached to, but whatever. It looks cool. Who cares? Alright. Over halfway there.
This is a waste of time. You find much joy in disobedience. It's just confidence.
Round one. Fight.
Arrogance. Yeah, I didn't really like Kung Jin initially in the story. He was just kind of the cocky dickhead of the combat kids, like the new group of characters. He seemed like the asshole. But I did come around on him. Like, they did a pretty good job, I feel like, of developing him and sort of explaining why he's kind of, you know, kind of like a douche in some ways. You know, they justify it, I feel like, in some ways that are interesting. He was also a real bitch to fight against, though. Like, he's just a character who has a lot of options, a lot of range. Oh, shit. I literally jumped right into that. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, a lot of highs and lows like that where you keep you from jumping or punish you for not jumping. He also has a pretty good dive kick. Which, that's another move that always kind of throws me off. I never really see it coming. What the... Ah! Throwing a weird demon skull at you. Get it! Ow! There we go. Piss off. Nope. Piss off. Okay. No. Piss off. And piss off. Go away. Ah, come on. That's like jump distance. Whatever. Some of that shit's pretty finicky. Back, forward, back, back. Yeah, so that brutality doesn't seem like it should be that difficult to pull off. Some of them are freaking ridiculous, though. trying to think of an example, but there are some that are like, yeah, there's no way I'm ever going to actually pull that off in a match. Like, it just requires some crazy shit. And then there are a lot of them that are just kind of like, finish with this move and hold the button or hold the direction or something like that, where it's pretty straightforward and you can do it, you know, pretty much at will, more or less. Okay, Raiden up next. I think they did a pretty good job with Raiden in this game. He's pretty quick and mobile. Like, he'll just been in fights against a Raiden character and he's just kind of flying all around the screen and is a real bastard sometimes.
Round 1, fight.
Throwing a monk. Damn it. Damn it. Ouch. There you go. Yeah. Jump kick. Ow. Okay. Sorry. Ah, shit. Oh, okay, there we go. Pretty cool combo. There we go. Yeah, I really... Oh, shit. I really like the stages in this game. They did a hell of a job with just the backgrounds. There's always something interesting to look at. And there are different versions of all of these stages. So they'll kind of change. Some will be, you know, night or day. There's, you know, simple differences like that. And then there are ones that are a bit more elaborate. And that's, you know, also one of the things you can unlock through the crypt, or I think also through other means, like different modes or challenges, things like that. Also, if you haven't heard, they recently announced that Jason Voorhees will be the first DLC character, and he will be out May 5th. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with that. Like, I'm mostly interested to see what the hell they do for his 3 variations. Like, I'm really hoping that one of them is Jason X, because how freaking stupid would that be? Like, I feel like, okay, one of the variations should be your typical, you know, Jason Voorhees, what you think of when you think of that character. And then there should be a Jason X variation, and then the 3rd variation should just be his mom. It should be Mrs. Voorhees from the first ever Friday the 13th. That would be pretty good. They're not going to do that, but it would be awesome if they did, wouldn't it? Shits. Damn it. Ah, really? That was a lot of health. Okay, forward, down, back up. I really didn't think that uppercut was going to kill him. Figured it would put him down to like 1 hit, but I didn't think that was going to actually end his ass. Would a thunder god like Raiden actually have organs and bones and things? I don't know. These are the questions we must ask. And they shall never be answered. Except for right there where you see that apparently he does. Alright, so we got Quan Chi here, and then we got Goro and Shinnok.
I pity you, sightless one.
And I you, hairless rat.
Spent time with Mr. Cage recently. Round 1, fight.
Well, Johnny Cage is a bit of a smartass. Oh, shit.
Will obey.
Screw you and your flying skull bullshit. Asshole Quan Chi. Quan Chi is definitely a character who annoys the hell out of me, too. Like, his teleport stomp thing tends to get me. You know, it shouldn't, because it's fairly easy to block, but it's just another one of those moves where I see it coming, and then I stop blocking, and I'm always pissed off at myself when I do that, but I can't seem to stop myself from doing it most times.
Round 2, fight.
You know, hopefully, you know, who knows, maybe I will learn that in time. Or maybe not, and I will just always be really pissed off whenever I'm facing a Quan Chi. Yeah. Ah, shit. Shit. Nope. Damn it. Eat it.
Fear my blade.
Ouch. Oop, damn. Ow. Ow. Well, whatever. Back forward, back, back. Maybe I'll see if I can go for the other brutality against Goro, because it doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to maintain that distance to do that last teleport push thing that'll do it.
Kenshi wins. Fatality.
Also, I gotta say, I don't really know how I feel about Goro being the last guy before Shinnok every time. Just because he's, you know, because he's DLC, so that feels like kind of a weird, like, sales push. And like, you know, hey, you're gonna fight Goro all of these times, but don't you want to play as him? Don't you want to be him? And that sort of deal, and that feels a little questionable. And then also, just because, I mean, he's not in the story at all. So, you know, it's not like... Hello?
You face death like a warrior.
So it's not like there's like a story reason why he would be the person that you fight before Shinnok. If anything, it should always be like Quan Chi than Shinnok, you know. Because he is actually, you know, he's story-wise, he is Shinnok's lackey, whereas Goro, story-wise, doesn't really exist. Like, they don't even really mention him, I don't think. And he's certainly not in it. You don't fight him, you don't fight as him. So I don't know, it just strikes me as weird, like, as I've thought about it, as I've played through this, you know, classic tower a lot of times. It's just kind of something that has been on my mind occasionally. It's like, well, why do you always fight Goro at the end? You know, I mean, obviously it's probably just a throwback to, you know, the original Mortal Kombat, and that's fine. But I don't know, it seems like, I don't know, they could have done something different with it. Oh, shit. Damn it. Leave me alone, dick. Yeah, you fucking punch walk. Oh, god damn it. That move is not usually that hard to avoid unless you're already doing a special and you're stuck in place because of that. Ah, god damn. Yeah, Goro is typically not a, you know, a terribly tough fight. He's just really strong. So when he does hit you, it's, you know, it's really good for punishing you if you screw up. Shit. Like that. I should have done that and not been hit by that at all. But I didn't. Nope. Ah! Asshole. Ow. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Nope. I said eat it, don't cut me. God damn it. I'm gonna lose to Goro right after saying that Goro's not that hard, aren't I? Yeah, probably. Probably doesn't help that I'm just doing like the same special also. Oh god damn it! Like, Goro, you're such a dick. Get him! Ah! First time I've ever actually been able to throw that stupid guy. Okay. Forward, down, back up. I'm doing it right. Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. Back, forward, back, back. That would explain it. There we go. And Goro's gonna lose his face. And it was ugly anyway.
Kenshi wins. Fatality.
Your sword is a talisman.
Powerful enough to slay an elder god.
Nothing can do that.
We'll see. Damn it. Ah, God damn it. Son of a bitch. Ah, God damn it. Motherfucker. Okay. Ow. Damn it. Shit. Well, that didn't go too great.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, let's see what we can do. Get him! Yeah! Drown, motherfucker. Anyway. Fighting Shinnok. Yeah! God damn it. Shit. Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job of making Shinnok pretty, you know, pretty believable, pretty good villain in this game. Like, he kind of has a, I feel like a bad rap as far as his reputation goes, because he was, you know, he was the villain in, you know, Mortal Kombat 4, which is generally thought of as, like, the worst of the Mortal Kombat, like, the main fighting games in the series. You know, which is because it was kind of that weird, weird transitional period for them, where it was the first game they did in 3D. And, you know, I remember not really liking it very much, and, you know, I know it was kind of general impressions where it was alright for the time, but, you know, I feel like probably outdated very quickly. God damn it. And I can't even imagine how poorly it would hold up today. I mean, people didn't really like that game too much when it was new. And so, you know, years later, it probably is just terrible to play. And, you know, from that game, I feel like a lot of people think, like, Shinnok, Quan Chi, they suck, you know, they're stupid characters or whatever. I like them. Like, I think they are good villains. You know, Quan Chi is absolutely a character that you would love to hate. You know, he's just that perfect kind of asshole, dickhead villain who's super arrogant and powerful, and you just want to kill him. You know, which is what you want out of a villain in any game, or any movie or whatever. Like, you want them to be despicable. God damn it. You know, I remember there was a lot of, you know, speculation after 9, you know, they kind of did the whole sort of, you know, timeline reset, kind of a reboot in a lot of ways, if they were going to go with, if they should, with the next game, this one, go with, you know, Shinnok as the, you know, the big bad guy in it or whatever, or if they should do something completely different. I'm kind of glad that they stuck with Shinnok, just because they have him already established in some ways, and it was a chance for them to just kind of reboot that character and reestablish, like, no, he is this badass villain, like, you know, former elder god, which is a thing that they've always talked about in Mortal Kombat, and I think he just works. You know, he's also a good stand-in for Shang Tsung for the people who, you know, like to play as Shang Tsung, but he's not in this game. But you know what? Shinnok is pretty damn similar. He's got a lot of the same moves, a lot of the same concepts. Except, I think he looks way cooler than Shang Tsung. You know, that's, you know, obviously strictly a matter of opinion. But I think my opinions are right. Alright, die, you fucker. No, die! Oh, shit. That was close. Alright, so, this is Kenshi's, that's it for Kenshi. We're gonna watch his arcade ending or whatever. And then we're gonna do, like, a living tower or something.
Having defeated Shinnok, Kenshi joined Takeda on his quest to avenge his mother Su-Chin's murder. Their travels took them to a cave where he and Takeda freed a man, Taven, encased in a stalagmite. Kenshi told Taven that his brother, Dagon, was the founder of the Red Dragon Assassin Clan. Dagon had not only murdered Su-Chin, but his and Taven's parents as well. Together, Kenshi, Takeda, and Taven lay siege to the Red Dragon base. Dagon fell victim to Kenshi's rage. Suchin's murder had been avenged.
Taven, huh? Trying to think back if he was like a character from one of the... Okay, yeah, so there's a, brand new costume for Kenshi. A lot of them are that, the tournament, whatever the character is, kind of their old school costume based on that. But yeah, I'm trying to think if that Taven character was actually someone who was in any of the previous games, like Deception or Deadly Alliance. He might have been. My memory's a little foggy of those games. Like, I remember certain characters, but not a lot of the other ones. So it very well could have been. And they do that a lot in this game, where they reference a lot of those characters who aren't in the game, but they, they just kind of have little nods here and there to them, which I think is kind of cool. Okay, so... Alright, so it says there is an invasion going on, so I'm going to see if maybe I can do this. Okay, cool. Okay, I wanted to show this off, because I've talked about it before on stream, but for whatever reason it wasn't available. So, there's this invasion boss that you can fight, which the one time I did it, like the boss, it's, they have ridiculous amounts of health, you're not really going to win the fight, and you have a limited time to try and deal as much damage as you can to them. Before either the time runs out or you die. And I think they also have like permanent armor where you can't really knock them down or anything, so it's just kind of wail on them as much as possible to contribute to your war, to your faction. So let's see who we got. Okay.
Scorpion.
And last time it was Melina.
Quan Chi has need of your soul.
Sorry, I'm using it right now.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, so he is totally armored. Oh shit, okay. That's crazy. Look at how... Huh, that's interesting. When I did the Melina fights, she was totally like... Huh, okay, so now I'm knocking him down, actually. That's interesting. Yeah, when I did the... God damn. I wonder if that's because he's so low on health now. Like, when I did the Melina fight, she was full health, and, you weren't really chipping away at her. Looks like this is probably a result of other people, fighting this Scorpion a whole lot. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Well, that's it for me. But I should get something for contributing some amount of damage to him. Yeah, a little tiny bit of experience.
Boss wins.
Okay. Yeah, so 106 damage, 22 seconds survived. 300 coins. Okay, yeah, so I get a little something for that. I don't know if you get more if you survive for the 30 seconds or not. But whatever, we're going to pop back out. And you know what, let's, instead of doing the living tower, since there was this invasion thing going on, let's do the invasion tower. Let's see what's up with that. Okay, denizens of Netherrealm are invading, fend off the rampage by defeating their unholy tower.
Jackie Briggs.
Yeah, so I've still been sort of maining Jackie Briggs for the time being. I have switched over to her full auto variant because I've been, looking up little, character guides and stuff like that here and there, and it seems like the consensus is the full auto variant is a little bit better in terms of like juggle combos and better combos, and it also has more range because it actually has a projectile that will travel full screen, which is that. And you can also enhance it to follow it up with rockets, which is pretty good. Ooh, shit. Also, a thing that I found out from, reading some stuff and, watching a video online is that I was having, some trouble with, getting certain, like, combos to come out, specifically with, like, specials coming out after following combos. And what I found out is that if you go to, like, your wireless control settings, there's, by default, input shortcuts and release check is on. I suggest turning at least the release check off, because that kind of tends to throw off your combos a little bit, because it's looking to see, it sort of gives you a description right there. Special moves are executed on button release. So it's not going to input your special move until after you let go of the button. And if you're doing it in a combo and like you are still kind of pressing the button for the special and you're starting to do a motion for the next move or whatever, it makes it so the special move never comes out. And just by turning that off, I've had a lot more success with actually getting, you know, like follow-up specials like that one to come out a lot more consistently. Which is important to do if you want to do combos. Like, you want to be consistent, you want to know that it's going to work when you do something. Oop. Yeah, bam. Sorry, Dad. I'm gonna punch your face out of your head. It's not a real nice thing to do to your father, but whatever. He'll be fine. He'll be back. That's curable, right? No face, no brain. He'll be okay. I'm sure of it. Okay. I can't read my Dragon Challenge, so that'll pop up when the fight starts. And I have Fire Fists. So, Aaron Black. Definitely a cool character design.
I have a problem.
Looks aren't everything.
Now you have a problem.
Round 1. Fight.
Haven't really played much with him. I did go through his, you know, the classic arcade tower with him to get his ending. And yeah, he's definitely a cool character. I could definitely see him being one that they're probably going to bring back around, if, you know, whatever they do with the next Mortal Kombat. He does seem pretty popular. Like, people have, you know, pretty well attached themselves to him. It seems like, from what I've seen, a lot of people seem to be pretty high on Aaron Black. And Jackie Briggs does also seem popular, as well as Kung Jin. Not so sure about Cassie Cage or Takeda yet. Haven't seen a lot of people play with them. Like, I've not really had much luck with Takeda, which, I mean, when you first look at him, I mean, he seems like he would be a pretty, like, beginner-friendly, easy character because he has a lot of reach. Specifically, like the, I think it's the Lasher variant. But I don't know, I've never been able to do any good shit with him. Get rid of your love handles. And your back fat. Sure, why not?
Fatality.
Also the back of your head. Okay, I think that's saying Fire Pillars is going to be the next thing for this round. Yeah, I remember, I think it was just a couple days ago,
Jacqueline Briggs.
one of the daily towers was just a shit ton of ridiculous modifiers that were just kind of... It was pretty much like a toss-up of whether or not you were going to win the fight or not, based on if you were getting hit by bullshit the whole fight or not, or whether it was you and your opponent getting screwed over by, like, falling heads and fire floors and all sorts of terrible, terrible crap. Oh, god damn it. Ah, motherfucker. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. That did not come out last time.
Enjoying yourself?
Now I'm going to enhance and throw this body. Ah! Eat it, Raiden. Oh, god damn it. Shit. Okay, so, I also unlocked, I got to level 50, which is with my, for faction level 50, which is the maximum for your faction level. So I should I will try to pull off the faction kill in the next fight. Which is alright, you know, the faction kills are pretty straightforward, not a whole lot to them, generally speaking. And then also, if your winning if your faction is the winning faction in the faction war, you unlock an extra, you know, faction kill. So I don't know what ours is yet because we have not won the war.
Come closer.
I'm good, thanks.
Let's see how good.
I really like the redesign of Melina, just her fucked up mouth and teeth. I mean, obviously she's always had that, but it looks a bit better because she actually has lips now. Ow! Damn it! There we go.
Aw, damn.
There we go. Yeah, so with that negative edge crap turned off, I definitely feel, at least most of the times, now when I'm not getting a special move to come out, I usually feel like, okay, well that was my fault. I didn't actually do it right, or didn't do it quick enough, or whatever. Whereas before, it was really confusing because I didn't understand, okay, why is this not coming out? Where? Yeah. Oh, god damn it. I knew she was going to do that. I still fell for it. Alright. And bam. Out. Okay, well I'm going to do the brutality this time. Just blam. No more face. And then the next fight, I will see if I can pull off that faction kill I was talking about. It's nothing special, but, you know, at least might as well show it off while I can. And yeah, so right now, okay, Vampire Touch, and, okay, it looks like Fire Fist, combatants can pass fire, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so right now I'm, you know, on White Lotus as far as my faction is concerned. I'm going to stick with that for now. I don't know if I'll wind up switching over, you know, because it's going to suck if Lin Kuei just wins all the goddamn time. But it'll also feel like kind of a cop-out to just join the Lin Kuei at this point. So, I don't know. We'll see what I do over time. And eat it.
That's why you're losing.
Alright. Pretty good round there.
Round 2. Fight.
Ow. Ah, shit. Oops. Alright, here we go.
Jack wins.
Doggy style.
Faction.
Yeah, so that's the top level faction kill for the White Lotus, if you were wondering. You know, not talking about the winning faction kill, but there's that. That's the level 50. You know, that's alright, but, you know, pretty straightforward, not as cool as any of the actual fatalities, or even a lot of the brutalities I think are kind of better, more impressive in a lot of ways.
Test your might.
Alright, we're going to break the Netherrealm symbol. Bam! Yeah, so I've definitely seen they've started throwing those test your mights into some of the towers, and I think that's, you know, that's all right. It's kind of cool. You know, they're usually pretty straightforward, not that hard to do. You just mash the button, and then when you get it, the outer ring inside the inner ring, you hit a trigger, and, you know, move on with your life. If you do fail it, which, I don't know, maybe I'll show that. Maybe I'll just go to the tower or whatever and fail one of them. You get a different, there's different deaths that can happen. I think there's actually an achievement for seeing all of the Test Your Might deaths, which I don't have that yet, so at some point I'll probably just, I don't even know why. I mean, I'm not really a big achievements guy, but it's there, and it would be so easy to just go in and fail a bunch of them until I get that achievement, so I know I've seen everything. I don't know, it's weird. I've never been a big achievements guy, but if there are achievements that seem relatively easy, I do tend to go for them. It's just like a, I don't know, it's kind of a weird, magical thing about achievements is that even though they mean nothing, they are at least kind of an incentive to do something that maybe you wouldn't bother doing in the game. Get you to play it a little bit longer or whatever, you know? And if it's a game you're enjoying, hey, why not? Oh, shit. Ow. That's not very nice. Hit me with some crazy demon thing. Seriously, I cannot stress enough how much turning off that negative edge crap has helped out. Like, it just makes it so much easier to do your combos like that. One that I do where it's the 4 punches and then the stomach punch combo thing. You know, it's way easier now. You know, I just do, you know, X, Y, X, Y, back, forward, B, and then just do that right in a row real quick. And it'll pretty much always come out and land if you get the combo hits. And it's just so much better. I really do not understand why they defaulted it with that crap on. Like, it just seems like a hindrance. I don't know how that actually helps anybody. Unless they're playing in a weirdly specific way where they know that that's on, know what that means, and know, and like are intentionally adjusting their gameplay around it. So, I don't know. It seems like a weird choice to even have that in there, let alone have that be on by default. Because I don't think like that's how it worked in MK9. I'm pretty sure it didn't. Because I didn't have the trouble that I was initially having with doing combos in the last game. So it's just a weird, I don't know, a weird choice. But at least it's there so you can turn it off. Yeah, so this is another fight where there's just a ton of shit coming at you at every angle. Meteors, flame rockets, flame fists, fire floors. Just all kinds of nasty shit coming at you. Ow. 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 Bitch. Ow. There we go. Alright, so that's it for this tower. Let's see what we get ranked, see if we get anything out of it. And then maybe we'll take a look at if there's anything else available for the invasion stuff, or the faction stuff, or some of the living towers. Minor damage. Okay. 500 coins. White Lotus. So it looks like we're actually #1 right now for the invasion, or for the invasion stuff. So that's cool. I wonder, I don't know what we'll get for that in the end. Probably coins or something like that. Yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah. So wow, yeah. Definitely we have caught up. Because, yeah, the first week it was like Lin Kuei had like 42 some odd percent. I think they were, maybe by the end they were in the 30 percentile range, but still way ahead of everybody else. At least now it looks a lot more competitive because we are right on their heels with 25%. So now it actually looks doable. Like maybe we'll catch them. Who knows? So I did the assassin battle. I did the invasion boss. I did the invasion tower. Yeah, so yeah, invasion ranks. We're first right now, so that's great. That's cool. Okay. You know, let's take one more crack at this Scorpion dude. Let's see if maybe I can survive.
Jackie Briggs.
Or maybe just see if I can do a bit more damage to him. Who knows? I wonder if there's actually a way to defeat him. I mean, I'm not going to actually pull that off, but I wonder if it's actually collectively possible to wear him down and kill him.
The first step toward victory.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, he's a real dick. Yeah, he's a real dick. Ow! Okay, okay. Wow. Alright, well, I actually did worse that time, so that's not okay. But whatever, we're gonna move on.
Invasion boss wins.
13 damage. Oh, yeah. Fucking A. Alright, quick to the main menu. And let's see what living towers we have today, huh? Alright. You know, let's go ahead and do the daily tower. I've only got about half hour left. I might as well run through that. Then maybe we'll walk through the crypt. I'll unlock some more stuff, and then I will call it a stream. Power of the gods rages through your veins, granting you the resistance to harm, incredible resistance to harm. Destroy all combatants that stand in your way.
Jackie Briggs.
Cool. Okay, yeah, so I am armored. Okay, land 1 X-ray. Let's see what that says. It's probably land 1 X-ray and win a round or something like that, or win the match.
Briggs. You were looking for me? For a challenge, but you will have to do.
Round 1.
Yeah, so I guess I will go for the X-ray this time. Typically, I've been trying to avoid using the X-rays just because it's definitely more of a, you know, a beginner's crutch, I guess, you know, from the stuff that I have seen. God damn it, I shouldn't have used that enhance. Yeah, so that's the problem, is even when I'm trying to do, at this point when I'm trying to do the X-ray, I tend to not pull it off because I would just kind of by habit go for enhanced moves a lot of times. Okay, come on, hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Come on. Alright, come on. Do something. Ooh, god damn it. I'm actually trying to not beat her right now. Okay.
Price of hindering me.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, god damn it. Alright, well, I'm probably not gonna get this now. Nah, screw it, whatever. I'm just gonna beat her. That was my bad. Once again, like I said, I just tend to do the enhanced moves, like, by instinct. Oh well. Yeah, some of those dragon challenges can be really difficult. Most of them are pretty straightforward and not that tough to pull off. But then I've definitely done stuff like that where I just accidentally screw it up for myself when I should have been able to do it no problem. But what else can you say? That just kind of happens sometimes. Yeah, and I've really enjoyed like all of the daily tower, hourly tower, premiere stuff that they've been doing. It just, you know, adds in a lot of extra variety and options for when you're jumping in to just play a little bit and then hop back out. There's always something new that you can do. Ooh. Fire! Oh.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, so I've been trying to learn this jungle combo, where you do that move that pops them up into the air, and then kind of that dash punch like that, and then follow that up with a either the that move or the up rockets if you have them in the corner. That's kind of one of the big juggle combos for her that I've seen, is that you do that sort of pop-up punch, and then you follow it with the dashing uppercut, and then an up rocket, and then you can, like, a couple of, like, quick jabs as they're falling, and then follow that up with, like, that sort of dash punch where she goes behind him and then shoots him in the back. It's a pretty nasty little combo. I've never actually pulled off the whole thing. I've gotten close a couple of times, but it is definitely tough. I've never been all that great at doing like the in-the-air juggled-up combos. They just require a lot of real kind of precise timing, and that's just not something that's typically my strength for doing consistently, at least.
Round 1, fight.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
That's why you're losing.
Round 2, fight.
Come on. Shit. Okay. Blew his chest out. Yeah, I was trying to do the corner version of that combo, so you saw me kind of pop him up and didn't do the uppercut. I was trying to do the up rockets after that, but I wound up jumping backwards instead. So that didn't happen exactly the way that I wanted it to. But you can kind of get the idea of what that combo is supposed to be. Yeah, the challenge on these like daily towers and stuff, it definitely has kind of a pretty wide range. There have been some that are just super challenging, just have really messed up modifiers and stuff that are specifically against you. This one's definitely really straightforward. You actually have an advantage against everybody, against your opponent in this, because they cannot knock you back, so you can just kind of run up and keep comboing them because they can't do shit to stop you, which is actually a lot of fun. The other thing you have to be mindful of is, you know, because they can't knock you back, they can also just continually wail on you, and you do take the same amount of damage from their attacks. So, you know, you can definitely get worn down without actually realizing you're getting your ass kicked. Damn. Okay. Yeah. Faction kill. Why not? And back of the head.
Faction kill.
Kenshi. Yeah, so I guess I don't have a whole hell of a lot left to say right now, but you know, I really do enjoy this game. If you've ever been a fan of Mortal Kombat, especially if you were a fan of the last one, I would absolutely recommend this because it's definitely in the same vein. It feels like the same game. Or, you know, feels like a similar game. You know, there's definitely a lot more to it with the variations and, you know, a lot of new characters and stuff like that. But it's definitely, you know, they kind of took what they did in the last game and they're building upon that. So if you didn't like that last game, you know, this one's probably not for you. But if you didn't like that last game, I think you're fucking crazy because that last game was amazing. You know, and I really like the story mode. They did, you know, a tremendous job of that once again. You know, maybe didn't hit as hard initially, just because it doesn't have the nostalgia factor to lean on, like the last one did, because it was kind of you know, the last Mortal Kombat game was basically retelling the story from 1, 2, and 3 with all of those same characters and kind of changing up their roles in some really fascinating ways if you were, you know, if you were familiar with those previous games. So it was really cool to see that, and this doesn't have that stuff to, you know, kind of prop it up. But they did a really great job of introducing all of the new characters that they built for the game. Trying to get an enhanced move here. Come on. Nope, that's gonna kill him. Ah, shit. Damn it. I was trying to get an enhanced move so I could finish him with a brutality, but, yeah, screwed that up.
Jackie wins.
But yeah, the story mode is really great. They did a real good job of kind of establishing characters for all of the new characters. For the most part, like, they didn't really do a whole lot with Eric Black. Like, he's there, but I guess apparently from what I've heard, he was like a big part of the comic book that they've been doing for the game. So yeah, you don't really get much of a sense of who he really is in the game itself. But he's still cool, you know, he comes across as like this, you know, sort of like, you know, badass mercenary, kind of a traitor because he's from Earthrealm and he's working for Outworld.
Round 1, fight.
You know, they do a good job with, you know, the combat kids, and Devora is, you know, in a pretty prominent role in the game, and, you know, they're throwing some really good twists. Like, there's definitely some moments that had me kind of like, holy shit, I was not expecting that to happen. And yeah, so they have a lot of places where they can go with the story from here. And I'm not going to spoil the ending of the story mode, but the way that it ends, it feels like it's probably they're going to do a take on kind of where the story led in the last game, or in the you know, the Deception, Deadly Alliance era of games. They have kind of a nod to those at the very end of it that, you know, was familiar to me because I played a lot of those games. And I think, you know, it'll be really cool to see what they do with that concept. But with, you know, a fighting engine like this, then I feel like a lot more people are into. Like, I really enjoyed those games on the PS2 and the Xbox, but I don't know, a lot of people felt like the fighting system was too much because you had like 3 styles that you could switch between during a match, and it was kind of really complicated. I appreciated it. I had a lot of fun with those games. They're definitely different than the earlier Mortal Kombats, and definitely different from this one because they were more of a 3D fighter where you had to like move into the foreground and the background, so you're actually moving in 3D space. But I mean, they were still fantastic Mortal Kombat games. They were just different. So, okay, Quan Chi. I don't know, I didn't see how many more opponents there were after this, but I think we're getting towards the end of it.
You'll take his place at my side. Round 1, fight.
I don't even know why I'm bothering to block. You can't actually stop me. There we go.
That's why you're losing.
Round 2, fight.
Want some more?
Yeah, I like this version of Quan Chi's little like Legion of Doom spiked shoulder pads. It was very 80s, very cool. Also very douchey because he is Quan Chi. And Quan Chi has no more face.
Jackie wins. Fatality.
Alright, how many more we got? Neutral jump 10 times during the match. Okay, so this is going to be the last fight in this tower. So after I finish off Sub-Zero, I will take a quick walk through the crypt so I can kind of show you guys where I'm at with that stuff. Still got a lot of it to unlock. There are like several different sections of the crypt.
Then why did they form the Lin Kuei?
We have debts to repay.
But I'm definitely getting there, you know. It's just kind of a slow grind in a lot of ways, because some of that shit in there is pretty damn expensive, and you never really know exactly what you're going to get out of it, because it doesn't really give you any hints, you know, and it's not even really with the price of the, you know, the stuff in the crypt you can even tell, because, you know, sometimes there'll be like brutalities that are like 6,000 coins, and there are other ones that are like a couple hundred coins, so I don't know, it's kind of weird.
Stop staring at my butt.
Round 2. Fight.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. One more for good measure. And a transmission. And a street light. And a fist to the belly. Bam! No more chest.
Want some more?
Alright, so that's another daily tower down. Yeah, okay, got the gold medal on that, so that's great. And yeah, so let's pop in here to the crypt right quick. I think the crypt is really cool. I hate the little quick time events because they do tend to kind of scare the shit out of me sometimes. Specifically in the spider caves. I don't like the fact that they did a spider caves thing and then the spiders, they bite you in the face. It's just really unpleasant. I hate spiders. And especially giant spiders that don't actually exist. But they're in this game and it scares the shit out of me. So anyway, you can see, you know, a lot of these tombstones in this area. I've kind of been focusing on the main area here to unlock the stuff. So basically, you know, throughout the crypt, you see this inventory here up at the top. You find these different items. Some of them are just kind of scattered around, like they'll be embedded in a tree or sitting on like an altar or something like that. And then there's a few that you have to do a little bit more of an elaborate thing to find them. One of them you had to actually wager some stuff at this weird like bowl that'll unlock random things, but I think if you bet like at least a minimum amount, it was I think 2,100 coins for me, it'll pretty much Dead Wolf. It'll pretty much guarantee to unlock that thing that you need to unlock one of the final areas. And so, you know, I mentioned, you know, there's this graveyard area, and then there is that spider cave, which I'm not going to go into right now. And then there is also this area that, you know, once you find Kenshi's sword, you can go into here. And there are a few different areas in here. There's actually a weird, like, hidden room that you can only access during certain times, which, like, once this loads up, I'll kind of point out where that stuff is. If you look at the mini-map on the lower left, you see there's the timer at the bottom. That's kind of just constantly counting up and, you know, passing time as you go along. And then, you know, there are certain chests that will only appear at certain times. And then there's also a certain area in this area of the crypt that you can only access if you're standing in a certain spot at a certain time, and then you use one of the items that you find along the way. And that'll actually allow you to enter this big room with a bunch more unlockables. Okay, got Quan Chi's Brutality, one of his. It's fine. Alright. So another Brutality. No, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second here. What are you doing? You've got food. Sorry about that. But I'm back. So I'm just going to walk through here, unlock a couple other things. So also, you know, you got your map here. This will be different, obviously, for the different areas that you're in. And yeah, you just kind of make your way around. There are all these different crypts and tombs and shit. And then you saw just a minute ago, you know, there's in it. Oh, god damn it! Hit the wrong button. In every area, there's, you know, the little quick time event things that are meant to kind of scare you. And if you pull the, you know, if you hit the right button, which I didn't that time, you know, you'll kill them, and then you unlock some stuff, which, you know, whatever. Or I'm sorry, you don't unlock stuff. You get coins. So yeah, 300 coins is not really a whole lot. Honestly, I wish there was a way to just turn them off because they just kind of... They scare me a little bit, okay? I'll admit it. They frighten me. Especially because sometimes it'll do the real dickish thing where it'll kind of, you know, go for a long time with nothing happening. Oh yeah, so this is like an example of using one of the items. So now I can kind of float across here. And then I had to get over to this side and pull this switch, which unlocked like a big room at the entranceway. And there was like, I think like there were like 3 different switches that you have to hit. And then once you do, you unlock like this, you know, big room that's sort of where you first come into this area. And it has a bunch more things that you can unlock. And I think there was another item in there that you have to get into a different area of the crypt. Okay, some music. Yeah, so, okay. Guess I'm running out of coins. How many do I have? I've only got 500. So, that's about it for this crypt run. Yeah. So, that's about all I can do here. So, I'm going to pop back to the main menu. And yes, that's kind of what you do is, you know, you earn coins doing the different modes and things, and then spend the coins in the crypt, unlock different stuff, and yeah, just kind of keep it moving in that direction. So, that's going to be it for the stream tonight. I should be back fairly soon, either maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. And you may get to see me beat my wife at Hearthstone. Or more likely I will get my ass kicked at Hearthstone by my wife. So, look forward to that. It should be a lot of fun. And I will see you guys then. And until then, enjoy your weekend.